Ćao puno ljudi, dobar dan, dobrodošli. Kako ste? Bolje nas našli. Ovdje Babić, koji namješta mikrofon. Iako sam se ovaj put potrudio ga namjestim pre nego što sam počeo. Nema veze, namještam opet. Po divnoj muzici u pozadini možete zaključiti koju igricu igramo i po ovom ozbiljnom batici.
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bust,
naučio sam da ne pričam više dok priča Dandelion.
Discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the temple guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the temple guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Sad kad je on rekao svoje, mi možemo... Jaj... Ja sam zaboravio da su Dragu Prisilu prebili i da nađem ko je to uradio. Iskreno, baš sam se šokirao kad sam vidio prošli put kako su je krvnički prebili. Ne brinite ljudi. Alo, alo. Hoću tu misiju, neću ništa... Opa, pardon, zabavio sam da gostim zvono. Samo sekund. Malo je hladno. Tako. Samo da vidimo ovako. Okej, to je ova misija sigurno. Nijednu drugu nemam. Idemo se nađemo sa ovom Gracom. To beše doktor ovaj, ja? Samo malo. Vidi, ovi više nisu agresivni prema meni. Zanimljivo. Više nemaju šefa, pa zato verovatno.
Well then, ready for a stroll through the sewers?
Naravno, druže. Ne da sam spreman. Ovo ja ne znam koji put dolazim u kanalizaciju.
You lead.
Ču, kako mi je sumnjivo ovaj batica.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers.
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Excellent fool!
Povuci se, doktore. Ti si profesionalca da reši priču. Tako. Ajte, molim vas. Ajte vi malo, molim vas. Samo sekund. Moramo malo da smanjimo. Tako već može. Šta ti je? Aha. Vidio si ovo. Blokiralo mi pola ekrana. Šta help, druže? Gledaš mene kako se bijem i vičeš help. Izvini samo malo.
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Aj, slobodno malo brže. Dobro, znači, drugim rečima, samo njegova ljubav može da je vrati glas.
Take the ladder.
Pardon, ljudi, morao sam na brzaka samo da pauziram. Nadam se da mi ne zamerate. Nepredviđene okolnosti.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi.
Aha, tu
Very
smo.
well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Pa, eto taj,
Human.
nije.
Wrong body type. Let's
Pogrešno,
keep looking.
pogrešno.
Looks like necrophage has got to this one.
Biti oni u kanalizacijama imaju laboratoriju gdje ispituju... Ali može ovdje? Može. Top.
This isn't
Nije
it.
ni ovaj. Čestovi, biti. Ovo mi prikazuje kao da sam je već ispitao, a nisam zapravo, nisam bio u ovoj prostoriji. Moguće da je to mala greškica se potkrala. I to je apsolutno isti leš kao onaj malo pre. Ja sam već zaboravio, koga tražimo? Evo ga, ovaj 100%.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's more likely.
Što biše Carpenter, to stolar neki nešto, ne?
That's gotta be him.
But this one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Let's keep looking.
Onda ovaj.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Udri, brate.
Where?
Genitalije prvo.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
Prvo
I
genitalije.
sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
Iznenadio bi se, gospodine.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Ajmo glavu, ispite
Let's look
glavu.
at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt.
Prženo, a?
Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else?
Nema ni oči su mu iskopane.
That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
All right. Think I know enough.
Slučajno sam stisnuo to.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
No motive to speak of. Murder is mad, plain and simple.
Unfortunate. Such individuals are hardest to catch.
Vidi, ne
It's a
brini
lead
se
worth
ti, brate.
following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer.
Ko si ti sad?
And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner.
Aha.
I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
Geralt
A
Drivić.
student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebiritz was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people?
Vidi ga ovaj,
I
kakvu
believe I made
facu
it
ima,
clear no one's to be allowed
stvorenje
in
za
under any
šamaranje.
circumstances.
Protiv nasilja sam
You
skroz, ali
did, but they're
Vidite ovog.
friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
dobro, ovaj
As your
koroner
reverence
je na
wishes.
kraju ispao drugar.
Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was
Sure then,
covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever.
Joakim po ovoj bradi bi rekao da je možda bukvalno.
willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Što je najgore, hvala, brate.
Thank you.
Uopšte nisam očekivao će bude otvoren za saradnju, a kamoli da nam govori šta zna. To jest, šta sazna. Šta je ovo, bote, neko strelom, brate?
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, Thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Dobro.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my
Čuvaj
fingers
Prisilu,
crossed.
druže.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Baš tako. Samo da ne bude on sljedeća žrtva. Jer ako to onda sigurno on nije ubica, onda tek nemam pojma šta da. Šta nam je najbliže? Šta nam je najbliže? Eustace. Prvo njega treba nađemo, ajde.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art. One of them, right?
Ja nasmijem se kao,
Oh,
znam kao, nema
personally,
srce, nema oči, nema ništa. Šta ima? Ba, nema ništa. Ajde.
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cost an eye in his pockets.
O, malo zlata
Make
uzeo,
sure
a?
nothing went to waste.
Sad
I
ćeš to da
call a
vratiš.
spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Sred... Ha. Sad žižvet.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing as sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Druže. Te, hvala ti Igrice što... što imam opciju da ga naborim u glavu.
What was that for?
For everything.
Lezi malo spavaj. Idemo prvu ulicu gdje su napali nju. Zato što neko mislim da ću najviše tragova naći ovamo. Tamo da su našli ovog patuljka. Mada, kad je već toliko blizu. Knock.
Anyone home?
Be gone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Strige, come!
Dobro,
Relax.
pusti
I'm
sve
here
će...
about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
So who might you be?
Buraze
Stiff's
njegov,
brother.
ha? Da.
Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Originalno ime. Originalno. Uš.
What'll it
Veći
be
psi od
now?
njega.
Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here.
Eno ga izgleda ono iza što je iza
See
njega.
the soot stains?
To su zapalili, ne?
That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last.
Opa.
Oh, you were a good dwarf. Craftsman like no other. but he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Moguće, koja
Know
ona?
where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back,
Aha.
quietly in her sleep. Her pawn said a fever took her.
Ma nema šanse da je
Fine, we've talked enough.
umrla.
Need to look around.
Prvo sam pomislio da
Ima
je isti lik ubio i
Just
njega i
beware of
nju,
dogs.
ali zapravo... Odmah ovdje. Dobro.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you
Jo,
if you
izvini
want.
mališe, vete, ali daj da nađemo ko je uradio ovo. Što se guraš, vete? Uhuhu.
More bloodstains. But
Ozbiljna
not
tuča
near
bila
enough to
ovdje, a?
say he bled to death. Unless formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Dobro. Znači,
Looks like rain.
gdje si prekucao? Znači, ovaj jedan neki miris izgleda kao da je neki opijum.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Dobro, sačekaj samo da idem do uličice ove. I onda idem tamo.
Hey, handsome.
Ti mora da znaš nešto, a? Ne znaš ništa, dobro.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Grab him!
A brazier. This time of year?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Šta vam je, bre? Šta sam ja uradio sad? Društvo?
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well,
A, oni misle sam ja ubio, a?
have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime?
Jaj, neki Doppler, verovatno, koji
Give him a
se...
warm welcome.
Koji se premaskirao mene. Ma nemoguće.
Almost did her in the whole sun.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie.
Čudno, što su me
Of course
napravili.
I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different.
Nije bila
Agreed to
drugačija,
put me
i
in a
dalje je
play, you
drugačija.
see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Dobro, prijetno doviđenje. I dalje mi nije jasno da su me napali ili koji. Izgleda su mislili da sam ja ubica.
Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Dobro. Ajde se vratim nazad na zid. Tu je bila još jedna zvačica koju nisam... Kogod bio ovaj zabrinuti građani, lud je kao struje.
Human. Priscilla's. Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Moguće da je Priscilla htjela da ga nabode u glavu i onda je on morao, opa, nazad. I onda u napad. Ma ne zanima me, ja sam ih spržio. Šta je ovo? Još jedno pismo. Šta je s ovim? Da li je ovo vezano za neku drugu misiju ili za ovu koju radim? Nije mi jasno. I možda je zabrinuti građanin slobodno da dođe. Da mi kažeš čemu se radi, ja ću rešiti. Gdje si ti, Korneru? Hvala. Bolje vas našao.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Hvala lepo. Dobar lik. Samo me zanima, zašto se njih dvojica ne slažu?
You and Von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison.
Aha.
You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242.
Iskreno, Joachim deluje stariji od ovog, pa jedno 50 godina.
People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision.
Misliš da je to bio on?
Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
Bukvalno, brate. Izgledaš mlado, druže.
How old's Von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Sad mislim da ovaj krije nešto. Ajde. Ajde krenemo da vidimo što se dešava.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment.
Ajde vidimo ko je sljedeći.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Ajmo. Ajde uhvatimo lika. A, concerned citizen je u stvari ubica. A, druže.
Till next time, master.
A, druže, kad te nađem. Samo sekund. Fast travel, je tu.
Come here, hero, give us a kiss.
Ovo nije new quest, ovo sam već imao. Ovu trku. Po ko zna koji put spašavamo plemiće? Mora. Sad ću da im kažem da je u ozbiljnoj opasnosti i sad će mene privedu u najavu. Alo, pustimo unutra.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Druže, nisam ja, brate, propalica s ulice.
Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, we'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Ma nemaš frke.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods...
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
Aj,
a fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Polazi.
Just look at the freak. Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
Važi, sad ću nema oči.
Just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Dobri su ovo psi, mene napadaju umjesto njega.
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Šta sad? Strašno, svi misle da sam ja ubica. Znao sam će ovo se dogoditi. Nisam ja, ljudi, šta vam je, be? Bude li mi udario bilo ko od ovih, sve ću da vas pobijem. Znaš šta? Dosta sam se. Druže, aj dođi.
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
Kakvi kreteni, brate, odlikova, znači...
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Ne znam, ali daj da vidimo, pošto je sigurno ubacio sljedeće ime.
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire, only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body, a note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
A da nije bilo tvojih čuvara, sigurno bi bila.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Evo ovako. Ingrid, šta ti kažem? Moje saučešće. Idemo da uhvatimo ovog lika. Počeo baš da me nervira. E sad, vidite vi ovu misiju. Ovo je sekundarni quest koji i nije toliko bitan za glavnu priču. Verujem da postoje igrice koje bi ovakav quest napravile svojom glavnom pričom. Bukvalno. I dijalog, i zapravo dešavanja, i koliki broj NPC-eva je upleten u celu priču. Znači sve je top cheater, što bi ja rekao. Koji nam je bliži? Ajde ovaj.
Publishers. Order's gonna rise. Where you going?
E vidi, ako je sad stigo pre mene, znači ja ne znam šta ja kažem. Baš je obojem nervozno. Op, pogrešili smo. Šta? Možda i nismo u stvari. Jesmo. Gdje se ulazi ovdje? Evo ovdje. A, pa ovdje sam prebio onaj ko je bre, iz Kellige.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client.
Ne brini ništa, ne da ću da ih uznemiravam, nego ću ti ubijem klijenta, druže. I svi znaju za mene. Šta? Moram s njima zagovarati.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me. And I so dislike being disturbed.
Rekao sam.
I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
Ona je batica.
What, no foreplay? No formaldehyde? Coals in my eye sockets?
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it,
Neko je pokušao da ga namesti možda.
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be
Šta bre, mirno, druže bre.
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Bukvalno bre.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women you've tortured.
Doviđenja prijatno bre. Poker. Kakav je bre ovaj item? Baš loš. Vidi, kako da je oslobodim?
You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Znam, nije bilo mene. Ne bi ni bilo tebe sad.
He asked if I did everything and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to. And he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Dobro, razumem sve.
Calm
Idi dole,
down.
popi nešto.
You won't hurt.
Ups. Slučajno sam prekinuo, ali nema veze. To je svako bila zadnja opcija dijaloga. U suštini... Ko zna šta je u stvari onaj lik, koroner? Čekaj bre. Kuda se izlazi ovdje? Aha.
Hey, handsome. Harold.
Znači, ladno je koroner hteo da namesti Nathaniela i zapravo i jeste ga namestio. Jer je... Kome treba pomoći? Hop, hop. Uzvičnik. Šta ti je, bre? Čekaj, si ti mene upravo nabuo u glavu bez potrebe. Jer opet, bre, vadi mač. Što se dešava? Svi su besni nešto. Čovjek htio namesti ovoga da bi preuzeo verovatno ceo posao u mrtvačnici. Postavljam. Ili da ga ovaj ne bi izvalio. Ali vidiš da su obojica bili neki ozbiljni psihopati. Evo, sad ćemo nađemo i ovo. Ovo je neki vampir 100%. Gde si, bre?
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you,
yes,
you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Bukvalno, da li imaš motiv? Stvarno me zanima.
A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them.
Hoće biti baš teško njega da ubijem, jer lik je viši vampir. Bukvalno, druže, ti si prso.
You're a sick fuck.
I never expected you to understand. You're a cynic and an opportunist. I sensed it from the start. Ah, well, this conversation has grown unpleasant for both parties. We must move to the next item on the agenda. I last fought a witcher 2 centuries ago. I do hope I remember how it's done.
Veruj mi da se ne sjećaš, druže.
And you? Have you faced one of us? No, you couldn't have. You would not have survived.
Ohoho. Ne jak udarat. To je to što se tebe tiče, bato. Odlično, mač neki jezivi. To hoću. I vidio sam neke plave tačkice, one su tamo. Dobro, sad ćemo idu tamo. Iskreno mi je krivo što nisu napravili neki završni dijalog. Da li ono u fazonu podcenio sam te ovo, ono. Ali nema veze. Svako sam ga razbio kao kantu. Tako. I sad ću dodam do mog brata, zvanog... Kako se zove onaj lik? Ja sam zborio. Onaj za kog sam prvog mislio da je vampir. Bukvalno to jest. Pa moguće i da jeste, oni se ne vole. Idem sad kod njega. Sad će on da preuzme sve poslove u mrtvačnici. Da možda im neće, on je doktor, zapravo.
You'll not find much to do in Novigrad.
And whosoever contributes coin to the cause, his sins shall be forgiven.
Večna vatra. Kakvi ludavci. Jesam, brat. Ko pita? Mislim da ima neku misiju lik za mene. Oho! Ne znam kako si ti pojavio tu, brate, ali svaka čast.
How's better, right?
Yes.
Drago mi je da je čujem.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Tako je.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Sjajno. Aj čekaj, ja mogu tebe da kažem? Da mu kažemo samo ko je ubica.
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Shani.
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shani. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission, you can't argue with them.
Dobro, brate moj. Ajde, vidimo se.
Farewell.
Nećemo da ga podsjećamo na prošlost, iskreno. Priscilla, budi dobro, get well soon, što bi rekli. Dono biti balone, ali nema, 1256. godina je. Ljudi i dalje umiru od prehlade, tako da baloni neki drugi put. Mislim da čak ni helium nisu otkrili. Dosta o tome. Samo da vidimo. Jao, i šta raditi sada? Šta raditi sada? ljudi moji, ja mislim da smo mi skoro pa završili sa questovima ovde. ...20. level. Dobro. Okej. Što smo failovali do sada, vidimo? Dve misije, nije strašno. Okej, mislim da je vreme da se polako, ali sigurno... selimo u skellige. Šta? Još jedno pismo. Evo ti jedan. A ne može. Samo dam jedan zlatni. Što mu prođe dan bolje. Svi pljuju. Evo ovako. Opa! Što da ne? Iskreno, što da ne? Dok smo tu, odradit ćemo sve misije koje možemo. Samo pre toga. Vidimo da li imamo, šta imamo u Gwent deku. Zato što, ljudi moji dobri, planiram da, samo da vidimo ovako. U Nilfgaardijanu imamo jednog ovog od 5, ili ima još jednog? Ima, evo ga. Ovo mi daj, bre. Padaju špilu. Zato što pre nego što odem u Skellige prijavio bi se ovaj turnir pa se klori. Ali, problem je što... Samo da vidimo. Da li mogu još negdje da nađem još neku kartu? Ovo sa Lambertom će biti negdje tamo malo kada još priđemo ka kraju. Koliko se sjećam u jednom momentu kada budemo trebali da se bijemo sa Wild Huntom za Siri, on će doći da pomogne. I tad ću imati priliku, ja mislim, da zapravo pitam da li hoće da igra karte. A u suštini, prošli put kad smo probali da... Šta je ovo opet ovdje misija? Šta se dešava ovdje? Aha. Brate, otvoreno je. Prošli put kad sam hteo da odem u Kermoran da nađem njega, nisam uopšte imao ni waypoint, to jest nisam imao fast travel, a ne može drugačije se stigne. Tako da pretpostavljam da igrica namjerno hoće da me blokira, da ne mogu da odem tamo i da uzmem tu kartu. Tako da je vrlo moguće da je predviđeno da se ovaj turnir igra sa malo slabijim kartama. Jer realno, u stvari, možda mogu i da ostavim misiju za nekada, pa da dođem i da osvojim kad budemo jače karte. A o čemu se radi u ovoj misiji? Aha. Zato što su mi ubili Mengija, sad oni hoće da vrati Milo za drago i pobiju sve čarobnjake koje nađu. Ja se izvinjavam, ali ja to ne mogu dopustiti. Opa, vidi gdje smo stigli. Pijani lik. A tebe ću na ruke da razvojem. Sedi dole. A prvo u početku igrici ih je bilo po troje, pa po dvoje, sad lik solo blej. Ovo je lik se postoji. Nije, dobro. Aha. Još. Još jedno pismo strane građanina. Ko si ti, bre? I što mi se zahvaljuš? Dobro. Ne mogu gore, a? Samo sekund. Gdje je drugi? Aha, skroz ovdje, a? Ček. Sam ja to upravo video. Treba siđem negdje ispod. Da, izgleda. Evo probamo ovako ovdje. Zaključano. Da mogu da uđem ja ovdje? Ovdje? Je, moguće da je ovdje. Jesi izgleda?
Long dead. Damn, hunters got here first.
Miš ti ključeve za mene, bato? Čekaj, zar nisam ovdje... Nisam. Pomislio sam da nije ovdje već bila neka jedna misija. Ali sve ove kuće izgledaju jako slično. Dobro. To sam mislio da neki treba... Opa! Pa zdravo, bre.
Wonder what this is.
Opa, našli smo neki skriveni loot. Lepo. Ićemo poslije da nađemo. Još jedan nam je ostao.
Help a poor fellow out. Pam-param. Pam-pam-param. No loitering round here.
Samo malo. Uj, izvini, dete. Ovo je ozbiljan grad zapravo. Kad god ode malo ovako dalje, kapiram koliko su ga zapravo, koliko pažnje je posvećeno. Idemo u bogatije krajeve. Naravno ću problem, što se dešava?
My house, something haunts it. It howls and rattles chains, shatters plates. I fear merely being there. Will you see what sort of phantom this is? I'll spare no amount of gold.
Vidi. Neću ti uzeti dinara. Samo zato što si tako
Sounds like a white or a puff bow. Fine, I'll tend to it.
Thank you ever so much.
Ajmo.
Come with me. I will show you the way.
Ajde, Lucy. Ajde.
Why the googly eyes? Got a case of the blood.
How you like that silver?
Unworthy companion.
Get out of both sides!
Dva odjednom, a?
Don't enjoy being tricked.
Tricked? I only said my house was haunted. I could not know it was hunters.
Mm-hmm. Except the hunters knew exactly who they were waiting for. Reeks of a trap.
Stvarno je ovo uradila.
Very well. Perhaps I've not been completely candid. Especially as I've no gold for the reward either. Which does not mean you shall walk away empty-handed. Here, a key to a treasure. There are 3 in all. Follow the hunters to find the other 2. I must flee now.
Znači, Lucy, pa da sam pročitao, znao bi da je jedna od njih ona. Fritz i Walter. Ja mislim da izgleda samo Lucy preživjela. Dobro, ljudi moji. Još jedan morant. Lucy, to je isti, dobro. Ajmo sad da probamo da otvorimo taj sef. Ko zna šta je? Da. Sam bio dobio mač, nisam uopšte provjerio. Baš je loš. Mislim, nije loš. Skup je. Onako poprilično. Samo zato što pojačava znakove, kako god. Ali, mnogo je slabiji damage od mog mača, tako da ništa od njega. Mislim da ćemo u sljedećoj epizodi malo opet da se bacimo na scavenger huntove, da nađemo još neki Witcher gear. Nađemo još neki Richard gear, ljudi moji. Ajde, mukni. Sve je tako daleko od ovih fast travela. Aha, znači ipak smo tu negdje. Predivno. Možda je ovo ključ opet. Tako je, zato se to desilo i prošli put. Ovo je... ne veze. Ko je blago ovo... Glupost jeziva. Ništa, ljudi moji, došlo vreme se putuje. U stvari, znate šta? Ajde vidimo da li mi možemo da učestvujemo na ovom turniru. Ne znam zašto mi govori da mora da budemo 26. level. Obično za Gwent misije ne daje nikakav level requirement, tako da postoji šansa da će neko da se iznervira i će morati da se bijemo sa likovima. A to je odlično. Ćao, Marquis.
No strong cards, no gold king. Shan't be any... Yes?
Heard you play for high stakes here.
Firstly, we must have the proper effects. Let's have a look at our cards, shall we? Cards are in order, but can we afford the buy-in?
Koliko je buy-in? 1000. Ja ne znam da li je pametno da sad uđemo u ovaj turnir. Jer može da se desi da ja zapravo mogu da se vratim ovde i da igram to, recimo, kad napravim još... Kad nabavim bukvalno najjači špil mogući, a može da se desi da zapravo mogu da ga ostavim s ovim. Nećemo još.
Not yet.
Then why bother us?
Imam para, druže, imam para, ali neću da rizikujem.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard banners from the city walls.
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but madam, well,
Black ones.
Okej. Ajmo onda, idemo.
Long as they pay and don't hit.
Idemo u Skellige.
Think I'll go lie down.
Skellige je isto ogromno mesto. Ali, da bi otišli tamo, mora u brod. Gdje mi kapetan? Ovo su svi bolesni. Ovo se ne isplati ići ovim brodom. Jesi ti kapetan? Nisi. Evo si.
You captain of this tub?
What's it to you?
I'm Skellige bound. Need to get there.
Start swimming. Islanders, the black ones, all attackers in those waters. No one sails the route these days.
Come on. Clans are ready to deal. Leave you alone if you do. Someone's done it. Gotta have.
Not likely. Except maybe that daft bastard Wolverstone from the Atropos. A liar, a thief, and a bugger, that one. He might have parlayed with the sea swine.
Where can I find him?
In a pigsty most times. Others, the Golden Sturgeon. Ask for Flask. Everyone knows him.
Štuc. Pardon. Ne mu setim da li sad on hoće da mu ja završim neke stvari, neku misiju da mu odradim. Možda hoće karte da igram. Bilo bi dobro ako dobijem u Gwentu, idemo.
If I'm Atropos, captain of the Wolverstone. No fucking clue, mate.
I need to get to Skellige.
My Atropos and me, we're due to sail for our Skellige, carrying grain. But that's our shush. Got any coin?
1000. Što ne možemo da mu bacimo aksi? Ajde, platit ću ti. Zamisli da sam platio 1000 za Grand turnir.
Here, that enough?
1000 zo, ostao bi na 30 dinara.
Like a bowls. When do we sail?
Not sure you're ready. You can barely stand.
Know this, stranger. Captain Wolverstone never sails sober. The sea goes one way, Wolverstone the other. Makes the rocking bearable. So, ready to set sail?
Idemo, brat moj.
Let's go.
First, we must drink to the wind, to good fortune, and to the strength of my Atropos.
Druže, ne, najjače da piješ za apsolutno sve. Predivno. Sad bih sklonio ovu kamericu, možete da vidite full pogled, ali ne veze. Nisam ni ja toliko loš. Dobro. Uradili smo sve što smo mogli da nađemo. Opa, kreće show, a? Pa vi ljudi niste znali ko je na ovom brodu. ozbiljna greška. Što mi je ovako slab mač? Ček. Ćemo li koji? Ne njega, brate, sve osim njega samo biti. Tako. Mutan, sad živi šta sam. E sad vrati pare, pošto sam ti spasio brod, druže. Udre mu stajem na. Nemoguće. Zašto sam ja platio 1000 dinara? Aha, džuska medaljon, znači da je ovo neki...
Back off or I'll kill you.
I'm not afeard of dying.
Rob every corpse that washes up on shore?
Taken from a corpse ain't theft. I'm a man of the Isles. I don't reap, I don't sow. The waves bring me my harvest. On the Atropos, were you?
Yeah, thought the captain had a deal with you.
With us? Meaning who exactly? Might have arranged something with Lugos, but crack? Nay. Clearly should have, though. Outlander ships aren't welcome in these waters. What about you? What do you seek in Skellige, eh?
Agreed to meet a sorceress here. Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's supposed to be on Hard Skellig.
There's a witch at Kertrolda. Croc's guest. Could be the one you're meeting.
Seen her? Know what the sorceress looks like?
Crna kosa.
Aye. Wears black and white. If not for her tits, you'd think she was a beached orca. Fact is, even those who see her for a wench would gladly push her out to sea, tits and all.
Bukvalno dobit ćeš šamar.
What's your name?
Steingrim.
Well, Steingrim, I don't like you. In fact, I feel like slapping you.
Go ahead, Drifter. You try.
Haydi.
Had enough?
Best finish me now, because you'll be fucked once I catch my breath.
It was a good fight. That's enough for now.
Know the way to Kertrolda?
Expect I'll find it.
Head north. Then turn west towards the bay before you come to the bridge. You'll find the Jarl port site today. Your sorceress ought to be there too.
Thanks. So long.
Dobro, malo dano informacije, malo dobio batine. Što se dešava? Stvarno. Zeza neko. Čiji je breo konj? Roach! Kako si ti završio ovdje, prijatelju? Vjerojatno je on bio u brodu. Na brodu, pardon. To jest, možda i u brodu, negdje dole. Ajde, dođite vamo, vi sirenice, malene. Spasilo te drvo. Pusti mi bre konja na miru. Hey, place of power. Kako nisam vidio to ranije?
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Je to za kraj? Ne, nije. Ovo je aksi, šta je ovo? Aksi, da. Ajmo Roach. Nova zemlja, druže moje, mora se upoznamo sa svim stvarima. I ovdje je sve vrhunski urađeno, baš lepo izgleda. White Wolf. Njih neću diram, ja sam White Wolf. Banditi, vas hoću, vas hoću. Šta vi čuvate uopšte ovdje? Aha, neki simbole. Ovo će vjerojatno nekad da dođe u igru u jednom momentu. Jer ovo izgleda isto kao... čekaj.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Isti simboli kao u onim ruinama elfovskim ili kako god. 300 košta. Uf. Isti simboli kao tamo gdje smo tražili Siri. Skroz cool. 15 košta ovo. Kako su mi ovako očene cene, ne razumijem. Molim?
Salon.
Samo stani. Zašto je ovo umjesto... Ja ne mogu da verujem da sam ja furao drveni mač, zato nisam ni mogu da ih ubijem. Istripovalo se Igrica kad se Geralt ekvipovao nakon što se probudio na brodu. Nerealno. Ne mogu da verujem. Ajde ovako, daj to. I daj to. Imaš sad pare za ovo? 568, 552, nemaš. I daj to, ajde. I evo tebi ovo. Tako.
Salon.
Da malo da počnemo da koristimo ove rune kad ih već imamo ovoliko. Izvini, brate, upravo sam kupio i prodao tebe sve i svašta i ti me upravo pitaš gdje idem. Neozbiljan lik.
Hey there.
Ste vi još neki banditi, niste? Ništa ne vidim.
I'm trying.
Sahranjuju neku kolegu,
Wonder
verovatno.
where they'll
They live at the bottom of the shore.
Hey,
Šta ti je? Što plačeš? bro?
Sorry to trouble you, but I really have no choice.
What is it?
Our ship was wrecked against the rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
Samo nemoj para mi
How
tražiš,
am I
nemam
supposed to
dinara.
help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home, and with each day's delay, I draw closer to bankruptcy.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every lost copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
Ajde, 150 nije strašno.
Fine, I'll help you. I visit Novigrad often enough. Might stop by, see how business is going.
Thank you. You'll find me in the Port District. My name's Johan Bonner.
See you later then.
Dobro, pomogli smo napaćenoj duši. Osjećam se bolje sad. Prvo delo koje sam uradio s Kelgama je dobro delo. Tako da, ajde da, ako se po jutru dan poznaje, ova vrata će mi doći glave. Šta se ovo dešava? Neka sahrana? Izgleda jeste. Jeste. Ko je umrao? Neki predsjednik. Čim ovako, čim mu svi živi odaju poštovanje. I krava mrtva, šta se? To je tvoj suprug bio. Polako sklopit ćemo priču.
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
S ovim više znamo od ranije.
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Erna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. Tis her decision.
Aha. Znači ovo ima dve žene, verovatno. Ovo je bila druga, a ovo je prva. Ode s njim. Evo je Yennefer.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. The eulogy.
King Bran of Clan Twirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts.
Neki ozbiljan ratnik.
One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You knew Bran?
Yes. He was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Aha, to mu je žena. Šta mu je bila ova druga ćerka, ne? Ne mogu. Ili mu je to bila nova žena?
Tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of Caer Troll stand open to all who hail Bran of Clan Twistach dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Iskreno, ja ću se kandidujem odmah za krunu.
Come to the wake with me?
Gladly. Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
Ovo je neka njihova ljubavna priča.
Stop reading my mind.
Something to hide?
Don't like secrets?
No.
Iskreno, ja bih volio nađem Tris da je pitam šta se dešava s onom statuom. Ali ko zna gdje je ona?
Did you learn anything in Velen?
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige a time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Syria was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Dobro, to će biti jedna od prvih misija, verovatno.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
Wait, Wolf.
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
Dogovoreno. I ja imam iskreno par pitanja. Možda i s njim bude kao što je bilo sa Baronom, da vam deo po deo daje Sirinu priču. Ne mogu tačno se setim, ali...
You know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there.
Baš prelepo.
You ought to go. Choose something.
I Tris i Yennefer svi zahtevaju se obučem lepo. Zato šta mi fali armoru koji nosim sada? Jem i ogrlicu. Ne mogu da veram. Ne veze. Ne volim da se preslačim, to mi je ono najgore. Često zaboravim da treba da obučem opet svoje armoru. I onda me likovi razbiju. Ali dobro, ljudi moji. Stigli smo na ostrvo Skellige. Sada se kreće sa tim misijama. Sve smo bliže i bliže Siri. Udaramo save. Bacamo pogled na vreme, na sat. To je to što se tiče vremena koje imamo za danas. Kao i uvijek, ljudi, hvala što ste bili uz kanal Arena Esport. Budite dalje tu. I da opet nešto veoma zanimljivo. A mi se vidimo ponovo kroz par dana. Do tada čuvajte se, pazite se i budite mi dobri. Vidimo se puno.